April 2021, getting ready to do this finally. How, is it a release, or how happy are you to finally say, okay, we're going to be able for everybody to see this?
You know what? I think everything is pretty much like this kind of like, it's like being on a roller coaster and you're just at the tip of it, and you're literally just like crossing your fingers and hoping that this will be the one to get us all to come back to the theaters.
You always say never turn your back on family, but you turned your back on me. Now your little family is in my world.
I was like, just when I thought I had seen it all, now we got flying cars and magnets and
You need that Dolby sound, baby.
I mean,
know?
When you saw like even just that part of it, were you like, yeah, we did the damn thing. We did.
You know what? I mean, there is something to be said about Fast and Furious being one of those movies that belongs in a movie theater.
Franchise. My favorite.
It just hands down. It's the experience of it. It's the fact that you 3 generations in. The people watched it in the 2000s with their parents. Now they're bringing their own kids, to the game, to the mix, and it's a tradition.
It's true. I mean, I walked in my neighborhood. I walked past and I smelled popcorn the other day, and I looked and I said, it's open. I literally had my mouth open like, oh my God, it's open. Let me ask you this, because you talked about, people wanting to come back to the theater, and hopefully we can get back in that space. This year marks 20 years for this franchise, Nischelle. 2001, the first Fast film,
Isn't that crazy, man?
It's bananas. So how does it feel to be celebrating 2 decades with this film in particular?
You know you owe me a 10-second call, right?
Ouch. I mean, it's surreal. I feel like I was such a baby back then, and to see how much we've grown, now Vin's got a whole entire family. I'm, the godmother to his kids. Like, it's crazy. It's like, it's a very beautiful journey. And then to think that we could represent something for people around the world is like a whole other monster. It's like, we take it very seriously and hold it very dear to our hearts and treat it very preciously.
Yeah, and one of the things I think that I love, and I know so many other fans of this franchise love, is the fact that you all still have been able to celebrate the spirit of Paul Walker throughout the rest of this franchise. And in this trailer, we get to see that again. Just talk about, the need for that, and then also how you're celebrating him in this film as well, the 9th one of the franchise.
You know what? At the end of the day, it's the idea of being able to bring back the living, And so, Jordana Brewster, she's a big part of the franchise. She's one of the OGs of the original. And, to lose her completely because of the fact that, that we lost somebody dear to us, we can't address that in the story. And so in the Fast and Furious, world, he's still alive in our hearts. And so that's how we're going to keep it for now, until we can answer that very tough question. Story-wise, I think that it's the right thing to do, is to keep him alive in our hearts and in the story.
One of the other things I love about the franchise is the fact that we get to see fully realized female characters, kicking butt, being vulnerable, doing all the things. And in the trailer, I'm like, go, Nischelle! I was like literally screaming. Were you hyped about all the stuff you got to do?
You know what? At the end of the day, I was really more hyped about being able to see Mia come back into the mix and get her action sequences in, have a new character, Anna, introduced, have Natalie doing something other than typing into a computer. You know what I mean? Yeah. I was just blown away, like the ability to actually show them and let them express themselves. Like,
and
for
Charlize
me,
I win the antagonist.
Oh yeah, I win when they win. I win when all the girls win. So the more airtime you get for the females in the franchise, and the more love you show them, the happier I'll always be. Like, it just makes me feel good inside, because it's been a long time coming,
Yeah, listen, I think
years. Yes. Get me a female writer, damn it.
And this show, I think, is in the right hands with Justin back directing. I think it's really, really great. But let me ask you real quick, because you've got Dungeons and Dragons coming up as well.
You know what? I'm gonna be a barbarian in this one. And so, I've just been training. I've been lots of protein. Oh my God. And I'm hoping to gain the weight necessary to just be able to carry an axe appropriately. So I'm in the mix with Chris Pine. I can't wait to work with him. I've always heard nothing but great things about this guy. And we're about to be in Ireland, man, you know, in the bubble, because they're putting us in a bubble. Having those things shoved up our noses 3 times a week, you know, for insurance purposes, make sure everybody's safe. But man, I am not looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to making the movie, but I'm not looking forward to being tested 3 times a week. I mean, they're touching your brain with that thing.
Yeah, I've been doing it since August.
Oh, so you know.
It's not the greatest, but Michelle, the fact that we can get back to work and you can make this movie.
You know what? I'm nothing but grateful. I am nothing but grateful. I kiss the lucky stars every day.